doing it all by yourself. Have you ever thought that the life is not what you expected before? I sometimes ask myself a bunch of questions why I'm still alive and why I couldn't make my dreams come true. Well, at that, the conclusion is simple. Because I have born in a very poor family and also I'm living in a third class country, my environment weren't built in a soft way and I couldn't burn with the resources in this world. Before I coming in this world, I was so poor and I haven't had any resource and therefore my life is not what I expected. It's understandable. I'm not denying it. But I want to assert one thing like I don't believe in destiny. Maybe I'm saying it 50 or 60, 20 times. The destiny is written by the people, not by the God. People are usually asked the questions, everyone living to their destinies. If your fatal is written in a bad way, your life will be processed with the suffering. Well, I don't believe on it because I can simply deny on it. Because if you just try to make YouTube videos every day, if you have a potential, your channel can grow up and you can get out from the Turkey or you can go to another country, right? It is all about your dreams. What's your dream? If your dream is just getting out your country, moving out abroad, and just trying to build a new life there, maybe you haven't got another source, but you have a YouTube. And YouTube is sometimes can be a place for you, and it can change your destiny. For example, let's think about the humble trader. Do you know, guys, this girl? Maybe she's from Taiwan and she went to the Canada. There are a bunch of people in Canada and they're trying to pay rent, and mostly the immigrants cannot pay their rent to landlords, and they have to sleep with the landlords for the rent, sex for rent. Yeah, there are a lot of the things there, but I think sex is very important in our lives, but in Turkey it's getting pressured by the religion, by the government issues. Sex is important according to my opinion, but if you are living in a very Middle Eastern countries, the Muslim countries, or if you live in underdeveloped countries, people just seeing as a bad thing because their religion pressures is. I think the opposite. The sex is important in this life. But let's turn back to humble trader. She went to Canada as an immigrant and she led a lot of bad things, and because as an immigrant living in Canada is really hard. Even Canada assert that they are the immigrant-friendly country. Mostly the immigrants from the India, they are going to Canada, Toronto. I really want to get a job in Toronto and just live my best life there. But what happened next? Nobody take cares because my identification is Turkish and I'm a third-class country citizen and my chance is less in Canada. And when I go there, nobody is going to take care of me and nobody give me a food. There's no free food, even for the Turkish people. Well, I cannot change my identification. But living in Turkey is really shit. I wish I will be living in Canada and just they're out of. They are a taste country. Canada is also a taste, and I hope they can just invite me to there. I wish I have been in Canada because they can open to the sex and they don't have to live in the Muslim countries. They don't hear the song of Ezan and the Muslim people's voice here. I'm not disagree with the Muslim people. I'm respecting them, okay? It's okay. Everybody can believe in any religion. I don't give a shit about it, okay? But the one thing is they are just pressuring my lifestyle here, and there's a religion pressures here. I don't want to live in Turkey. I'm just seeking help from the other nations. I don't care, brother. I don't want to live in Islamic countries. It's my choice. I want to live in a atheist country. It's my choice. And here the things are just happening in a bad way. I wish I could have a chance to go to Canada and not coming back to Turkey again. But when I go there, probably they're asking for the visa and they're asking for a job. What you can do there? Because if I want to go to another country, I need to just work in online. For example, YouTube, and just being a streamer is the best way. If you are just doing stream, your chances more than other people. Like the humble trader, just she went there and she was just interesting with the Bitcoin and she was just doing trading. She just called herself a data trader. Data trader, like the Megan Wine. Like I don't know, just she went to the States and she was a certain like my mom were working an officer job and she was just coming and sitting and mostly people just selling their dreams on the internet. Okay, mostly humble trader doesn't do the trade. Mostly other people quit their 9 5 jobs and they think like it's free. No, they are just doing sharing. It's the content. Everything is based on content. Like the humble trader just getting money for the Bitcoin and she's just pretending like she's doing trading every day and like that. And but she while she's living the best of their life. For example, like let's think about the Pornhub. Like at the Pornhub and people just getting more attention. People are just giving more money to streamers to publish their contents, their icon, and their brands, and even they don't have to just play a role in the Pornhub. I have a Pornhub account, guys. I really get bored of living in Turkey. The religion pressures. I don't like the people here. I don't like my I just didn't choose to burn here. There are a lot of wars are happening and people are angry here and there are a lot of yelling each other. It's every time I just get bored of this. Because being a Turkish is really hard, you want to change your country, but nobody gives a shit about it because you are Turkish. Stay there, you are Turkish, stay there. Did I choose my country, motherfucker? No. And also just the Canadian people say we don't want Turkish. Okay, if the Canadian people don't want Turkish, they need to just come back they're fucking British rather than just living in Canada. Okay, if the Canadian are any Canadian in Turkey? No. Can I go to Canada? No. But are Japanese people live in Turkey? Yeah. Are Korean people living in Turkey? Yeah. So I can have a chance going to Japan and Korea, but I haven't just asserted anything because nobody from Canada living in Turkey. But anyone from Japan and Korea living here, so I want to call them. Get the fucking out from the fucking Turkey, motherfuckers. If you don't want me in your countries, motherfuckers. Firstly, it is true. Because you guys need to understand the situation. You are not trying to understand what I am just suffering here. I'm suffering every day. I'm just pretending, just doing a content here, just selling the content. If people like your contents, people trying to watch you, and if people don't like contents, people trying to give up. And mostly YouTubers are just getting vanished day by day easily. And I don't want to be get vanished, I was thinking about the time and destiny. I want to change my destiny. I didn't want to be born here, like everything just like being away from me. In Canada, and they are doing partying, they are doing sex, and they are just trying to hang out with the different things. But what the fuck I'm doing here? I'm watching the fucking jungle, the fucking burst of voice, the voice of Canada, motherfucker. Here I don't feel belong myself here, and I was just thinking about this for a long time. If you don't feel belong to your country, you have burn. You don't have to because you didn't declare your country first. When you just give a burn here, they are just giving an identification card and they are calling you as a Turkish, as a Japan or American. We didn't choose it. I don't want it. If it is my choice, I don't want it. Nobody wants me either. Okay, if you guys nobody wants me either, I will say it will be a racism here. If, for example, the Canadian people don't like the Indian people in Canada, okay, then the Indian people will just say that the Canadian people just need to come back to British country as well. Also, the fucking American. I'm just calling the fucking American people. Are you guys just think that the country is yours? If this country is yours, probably I will say another thing. Why you just steal this country from the Apaches? The locals. You are an American. You are coming from the Germany. Most American people belongs to German identification, the British colonies. So the questions arise again. The America doesn't belong to you. And also the Canada doesn't belong to you because you guys come from the British Europe. And you are saying that we don't want the Turkish. What the fuck you are, motherfucker? What the fuck you are? You're just coming to another land and you are calling it to us. Okay, let's think about the Turkish perspective. Are the Turkish people just conquered the people? Yes, the Turkish people also just came to Byzance and they conquered Istanbul. The Istanbul belonged to Byzance before, and the Fatih the conqueror just conquered the Istanbul and just take over the control. So people can ask another question. But Istanbul were us. Istanbul were belong to Europe, but you guys steal us from. You guys steal it from us, and the European people can also assert it. It's understandable, and they can also think that your English is sucks. Don't speak English like that, etc., etc. Motherfuckers. And okay, if you say like that, there are a lot of Japanese people here. They are trying to speak in Turkish. Do I need to say them? Shut your fucking mouth! I don't understand any of kind of words from your Turkish language. Can I say it? No. But here the problem is arising again. The racism is everywhere and just the belonging every time. Sometimes the identification crisis is happening anywhere else, and if you are not working online, life is really hard. You know, if you're Turkish going to Sweden and people just don't like you because they say we don't like Turks, and you are coming to their nation and they probably the people don't like you. What I can do, brother? Like, I don't like my country either. Like, what I can do? What can I do? Like, you know, I'm trying to change something. Like, you know, just sitting here morning to night, just watching the fucking birds and just and pray for the God and whether it exists or not, and try to your best life and just believe in fatality, believe in destiny, believe in determinism. After you believe in determinism, people will going to ask, like, all the things are declared by the God. You cannot change it. Are you fucking mad, brother? Probably if you are poor, mostly rich people just dictating the ideas of the God fatal on you. Well, it is the richy peachy, it is the richy peachy tiffy fifi verse, like, you know. Mostly people write their countries on their own. If they have a good opportunity to just come up with media, there's a lot of media effect. You know, if I just go to the television shows, if they invite me to television shows, like about, for example, think about the North Korean girl. You know, she went to America, she went to States, and she was just saying the bad things about North Korea, and there was just punishment in North Korea, etc. etc. She just escaped from there, and she's escaping work so hard, etc. etc. So the America liked her and just they admitted her, and she was just saying the bad things about her country a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Well, it's happening everywhere. It's money changing people. Can money change me? Yeah, can money can also change me either. Because as I said that before, I really wanted to go to the clubs, enjoy with the girls, just getting cut from the Islamic countries, not coming back here again. What's happening? What happened? I am living here. Nobody gives a shit about it. Why? Because I'm Turkish. I'm not handsome enough. Nobody wants to date with me because I am living very poor conditions. You know, when I was just speaking Turkish language, I being so angry. You know, I will say the truth. You know, nobody here just trying to learn the English, and the small of amount of people members here just trying to learn English. Also, this people here sometimes underestimating the other people easily, like the Japanese society, the Turkish society, Japanese society is same. If you want to go to Europe, it's better. You have chances more, but the European people also not just they also think about the money as well. If you have a money, it's belong to anywhere else. If you're just gaining money from the internet, you can go anywhere else. Otherwise, you will be a great archive on the YouTube. Well, do I like the record videos here? Sometimes yes, sometimes not. But you know, I need to continue. You know, I didn't achieve my dreams still yet, and I think people just writing their destinies. Sometimes the chance is important in destiny. Chance and money is really important. If you have the money, even you do the mistakes, you can just back. You can withdraw your mistake. But if you don't have money, just your drawbacks will be pop up every time, every single fucking day, and you will be have less chance to change it. As I mentioned that before, there's a really great religion pressure here, and there are no bars, there are no clubs here. Everybody's here just praying for the God, and I can't drink alcohol. I'm staying here, and I'm so bad. I wish I had never been born here. You know, I want to change my fatal destiny, but my destiny is writing here. The only thing is you guys. If you guys give me a subscription button, hit the button, just share my destiny, share my story. It's better. I have born in a very small village and small country here, and the underdeveloped country, which is Turkey. Like for example, let's assume you are from the Philippines, right? You want to go to the other nation, from Philippines to Japan or Taiwan. I had some friends from Philippines. They came up here and they were trying to understand the things like the hypothesis, the other things as well. They were just asserting that the Philippine government were broken and they were just money. They were doing the money laundering and they weren't very good enough. Yeah, if you just think about the side of the Philippines, it's really easy. People the here in Philippines just, how can I say, doing the money laundering and they're just as not the government doing the money laundering and they don't care of their citizenships, etc. I think it's not about the government, it's the being the underdeveloped country or not. If you are second class citizen, if you are first class citizen, it's better, you know. Have you ever watched 3% on the Netflix? Yeah, I was just watching this movie and I got impact, but I'm not being subscribed for the Netflix anymore because the prices are just getting higher. I wish I could have a chance to go to Canada, dating with a lot of women there, maybe MILF woman. I don't like the MILF woman, maybe 40 or 50. They are just trying to be sexy for the 20s or 30 guys. If you are 25 years old guy with for like me, nobody's interested with you. It's really hard, you know. I'm not attractive, and I wish I have never been in Turkey. You know, being out of ugly is so hard. Your experiences are less, and no one take care of you. I was just trying to record the videos in English, in Turkish language, but I really don't like it. I don't like to make videos in Turkish language. I don't feel myself comfortable. When I just speak in Japanese, English, and other languages, I feel myself more comfortable than the other languages because the Turkish society. I don't feel myself like the Turkish identification, Turkish society. Their act of their behaviors, their living style, their lives are not similar with me. I don't care, you know. They are just doing that, not going to clubs. They think like they will believe in God, Allah will help them, and they think like everything is just by coming from the God. Everything just everything is a fatal like that. That's the reason why this country is underdeveloped and it won't develop as well. It won't have any chance to being a second class country. Because the here people only believe in God and they are staying at their fucking houses, they are eating the macaroni, pasta and the bread. Every time, every day they are eating the just consuming the bread, praying to God and they think like they will go to the heaven. They don't even know whether it exists or not. I was watching a lot of videos from North America and Canada. They are doing a very great sex there, and they can just date with a lot of people. Look at where we are just very lot of hijab women here, and just they are doing the things. So I don't know. I'm just calling to all the Muslims from Japan and from States and Canada. What the fuck are you doing in this fucking non-Islamic countries, motherfuckers? Come back your fucking Islamic country, motherfucker. I really hate from them, brother. Like they are just believe in Islam and they are not living in Islamic countries. If I were a governor, probably I will send them back to their country's origin. If you want to live in Islamic country, come back your country. Do I want to live in Islamic country? No. That's the reason why I'm at the YouTube. If you guys like the Islam so much, probably you guys need to live here and let me go to there and I want to be a porn star there. It is my dream life, you know, brother. I don't want to live here just watching my fucking destiny, watching the fucking birds there. I don't know whether they exist or not. Just I really don't like it, brother. I don't want to live here. I don't want to live in Islamic Muslim countries. I'm respect Islam, but I don't want it. If you guys want to live here, I'm respect and let me give a chance. I can out. I'm not angry with the Islam other things. The people can believe anything else. But I am not resonate with this culture. This Turkish culture isn't belong to me. I didn't choose it. This identification card. If I were in Denmark, probably people will get Denmark government card and they will say like, you are Denmarkian. If I were in Korea, probably the Korean government will give me a card and they will start you are Korean. Motherfucker, am I declaring the limitations? You know, there are some limits. If you just born there, you'll be American. If you're born in America as a child, you'll be American. That's the reason why all the China, other governments just going to America, give away their child, and they can travel anywhere else without any condition. Even they cannot look for someone, just they cannot just check their clothes on the airplane. If you are a Turkish member, you fucked up. You will just arrest, and they will scan you whether you have a just illegal item or not. The life is really shitty pitty here, and people are working from morning to night, and they believe in God. I don't know, brother. Like how they can just not doing any rebellion. If you are asking my opinion, just working here is really shit, brother. Your salary is less when you are comparing to other countries. And even if you are just trying to work here for the work as a worker, you need to just obey your boss, and the minimum wage is here 20,000 Turkish liras. If you are asking my opinion, just working for 20 Turkish liras, I would prefer to die rather than just working for someone the fucking 20,000 Turkish lira. What the fuck I can do with that money? Are you just underestimating Turkish money? No, I'm just asserting the labor here. The value of the labor in Turkey is really less, and nobody gives a shit about it because it's an underdeveloped country. Also, the Iran. You guys want to live in Iran? I will be open to you. Nobody wants to live in Iran, and nobody wants to live in underdeveloped countries as well. Okay, just check the Iran. Are they like the Islam? No. Mostly people in Islam don't like the Islam, brother. Mostly Iranian people don't like the Islam. Also Afghanistan woman and Iranian woman. If you are asking their opinion, probably if they have freedom of speech, if they want to just close their faces, probably they will say we don't like the Islam. We want to open our hijabs. The country, the government is forcing us to just wear a hijab. Then they are saying like that. Is it true? Yeah. Okay. Just think about the seller in India. They are just street food sellers, mostly the developed country members from Canada and the States. Canada, States. Maybe I can say more the British, England, from Manchester. They are going to India and they are recording the street food sellers, and sometimes they are doing the fucking joke about, but everybody is speaking English anymore, and even the Indian guy as a street food seller, they can speak English in an Oxford accent. So therefore, you don't have to worry about it. Everybody speaks English and everybody understands the way. Because even the Indian guys, they know all the YouTubers from the well-developed countries, from the first-class countries, they are going to India. In order to be famous, they are trying their best. For example, Kel Korea, this girl. Probably this girl weren't just weren't be successful in the South Korea, and she went to India in order to be viral. And after she went to viral places, and she just recorded herself. Indian people were just trying to hang out with me, trying to assault me. She did it on purpose. Why? If you wanna be famous on the internet, you need to do things. For example, you need to make a drama queen. She also know that before she goes to India, she also know the darkest places. She also know their expectation, their face, and their expression. Why? Because she was so beauty, but she wasn't beauty enough in the South Korean standards. She was just doing aesthetic surgery, like the fucking models from, I don't know her name. What was her name? From fucking Japan, and she was just doing a office job suite, and she became popular, and she has just a fucking face. Like the fucking face. All the fucking Japanese companies like it. They're selling the cuteness. I hope the Japanese just get decreased one day. The sun can not be rise again in Japan, I hope, because they are not giving me, and I'm just sitting here as a human being, and life is really shitty pity for me. I'm just watching the autobahn and just watching the cars. They are passing through and passing out. And my life is like that. My journey is like that. Just nothing is just written by the God. Every time we are just writing our destinies. And actually, there is no destiny. Every concept is created by the people in this world. This universe and capitalism is just giving the out of angry ideas to it. Okay, for example, what was his name? There was a Polish philosopher, maybe the YouTube call him a philosopher, and he was just trying to talk about the Marx and Hegel, and everybody just laughing his accent as a Polish speaker. And some of the comments I have also checked that some of the people just writing me a comment like, I don't understand any kind of words of your English. Get the fuck out, motherfucker. Do I need to speak the language which is now I'm not native in? No. So if you want to don't understand my text, my speech, probably you should not watch to me. Go to another channel. You shouldn't watch us. We are doing a business here, and I am at the outside. Maybe another accents as well. Some people just getting lost and they are thinking like we can speak any kind of accent in the American language or the English language, right? As I mentioned, is the English language belongs to Americans, belong to British people. If you want a bottle of butter, yes. If you don't want a bottle of butter, no. So because every accent, every language are spoken in a different way. For example, Turkish English is different rather than British English and rather than Indian English, right? Therefore, every country has a different kind of point of view about religion and speaking style. Let's back on my topic. I really want to live in Canada and want to date with a lot of girls. I want to sleep with 1,000 women in Canada, in Japan, in Germany. There was a girl whose name is just Lil. I forgot. She was from British and she just tried her best, just getting with the 1,000 men in 1 hour. I also want to do the opposite. I want to be with the 1,000 women in 1 hour. It's my dream. If you want my dream come true, please get subscription button and like the button. Share my story, guys. I want to be with 1,000 women in 1 hour. It is my dream. Make my dream come true. I am calling the world. Every country members offer me a girl and I will be with them in 1 hour. Like the other adult content creators did. I will do it alone. I am a lonely wolf. Yeah, I'm a lonely wolf, guys. So, like the button, share the button. If you share my story, someone else will see my story and they will help me. Thank you so much.